Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Welcome whenever you watch this. My name is Ines and I'm coming to you from Germany. Yeah, I know it's been a while since I uploaded my last video and I don't want to talk about the reasons. I just want to thank all the people who subscribed to my channel since I went away. I think I didn't even have 20 subscribers when I went away 10 months ago, and now there are more than 100 people subscribed to my channel, so thank you very, very much. And now let's get into the important stuff, the knitting and crocheting that I did last year. And I do not know if I told you about my subscription to the Knitcrate membership box. I got 12 boxes last year from January till to December, and this video is sort of a little review of everything that I made. And I have a lot of stories to tell you about Knitcrate and what I made. Let's start with the January box. You get a booklet and the yarn. I got it in this pinkish red color, and I made the knitting project. And well, the pattern was quite nice. I do not like cowls, but I made it anyways. It turned out to be quite a nice little project. And then I put it into my washing bin and grabbed it and put it in the washing machine, though I didn't want to put it there. And then I had a lot of pinkish colored t-shirts and a felted project, and here it is. I still have it. I don't know what to do with it. I cannot wear it as a cowl, of course. I thought about cutting it and putting it on a table like a little dish cloth, but I can't decide what to do with it. But it still looks great, even felted, I think. Yeah. And after having done this, felted my project, I ordered the other colorway because really this is not what I would normally buy. Pink colors usually isn't for me. So, and I ordered the other color, which was whiskey, and I still have it, and I have been planning to do something with it for a year now, and it's still in my cupboard or wardrobe or whatever it is. It lies on the shelf, and I don't know what to do with it. So that was January. I had fun making it. It was the first project I made. I was happy to do it, and yeah, then it turned out this way. And it made me quite unhappy for like 2 days or so. Okay, in February I got this nice yarn. I've forgotten what it was all called, and I don't think that it is very important to know. I got the green colorway and I made the knitting project, I guess, which was this asymmetrical scarf. And I can prove that I made it because it's here. And you see it is asymmetrical. Though I do really like this pattern. I don't know what it is, the little, yeah, triangular shaped thingies. I don't know how to wear it. I have problems putting it around my neck, and I don't know how you wear such a scarf. Maybe this way. I haven't worn it since I made it. It's lying on the shelf as well, and it waits for, yeah, things to come. Though I do have, I think, 1 or 2 projects that I really like wearing. Okay, that was the February shawl, quite long and really, really asymmetrical. And I don't even remember if I have yarn left or not, because from the first project I had a little bit of yarn left. And in March, I made the scarf. I think it was a crochet project. I finished all the yarn, so I didn't have enough. I couldn't even finish the project with the row that it finishes here. I didn't have enough. I just finished where my yarn finished. So this is it. The colorway is called Titmouse. And what I did after having finished this sweet little scarf, which is also asymmetrical, but which I wore for for a few months after having made it, almost through the whole spring. I ordered a kilo of this yarn from Knitcrate, which I still have, and it's waiting for the right project to be made out of, because I liked it so much. It's a wonderful yarn, it's a wonderful colorway. I like the project, but I wouldn't make it asymmetrical for the next time. And believe me, I do not need any more scarves or shawls. I already had like 12 or 13 when I said I won't do any scarves this year, which was in 2018, I think. And last year I made all the Knitcrate projects, and most of them were scarves. This was in March. March was somehow the month of crochet or something. I'm not sure. And yeah, I got this really, really, really very soft, very nice yarn, and this is the product that has come out of it. March. In April, I got the light green yarn. Oh, what has happened here? Wait. Yeah. I got this yarn and I made this project, and this is one of the projects that I am wearing because, as you may know or not, I have a window in the roof right here, and when the wind comes from this side, I have the feeling that cold air is falling down to my neck, and that's the time when I put on this, I don't know how to call it, scarf, like this. And it's nice warm, and the air can fall down, and I have a warm neck. It's also the crochet project, and it was also fun to do, and I think I don't know if I had enough yarn for this one. I think all the crochet projects were a little bit short in yarn. So nothing to say about this. This was a nice project, loved it, made it. I'm still in love with it. I'm using it, though only at home. But I can imagine that I will use it soon in the garden, because I have a garden not far away, and when I spend my time out there, I might need this one when I sit there in the evening knitting or crocheting. So this was also a very, very nice project in April. In May we got sock yarn in all these colors. This is one colorway. It was a self-striping yarn. Look this way. I made the socks. Maybe there's a picture that I can show you. There they are. I made the knit socks. Squeezed citrus socks, and they turned out so big that I gave them to my brother. My brother loves them, but the issue that I had was that it was in May. I am knitting my socks when I knit socks, and this is the time now that I knit socks, from like November through February and maybe in March, but then I stopped knitting socks for some reason, and in May I thought I would never finish these socks, and what was funny again was I finished one sock and thought, okay, you have made the sock, you can show it in your video, because I do German videos as well. I showed it there, and then I thought I can make the second sock whenever I feel like making it. But I do have second sock syndrome. If I finish one sock, I must finish the second as well. I cannot leave one sock finished and not starting the second one. I know second sock syndrome is a little bit different with most people, but that's what happened to me. I had to finish the second sock. So my brother got these socks last year in May, and I hope he loves them. I haven't asked him. I think they turned out very beautiful. I love the pattern, only I didn't make them in my size. I should have gone down a size, I think. Okay, let's come to June. you see what I made. This is the scarf that I made. It's also in crochet, and I had this colorway as well. I don't know if there was, yeah, there were different colorways. I got this orange, and it's quite a long scarf. So this is half of it. So, and I blocked it. I learned blocking. Normally I didn't block anything before, but most of the projects here called for blocking, so I did. And this one really came out very nice after blocking it. Oh, see, there are still some thread. Oh. So that's the whole thing. I think I wore it for a few weeks, and then it was too warm for this one, and it's very long. Okay, that was June. In July I got this colorway, and I made the knitting project, which was something else, something different. I just want to show you. In crochet you would have to make another shawl. I didn't want to do that. That's why I made the knitting project, which was fingerless mittens. In the middle of July I was knitting fingerless mittens. I love them. They are a little bit too long for my taste, so if I don't pay attention, my pinky is going to disappear, but still they are beautiful and I like them. I have 2 of those, and I wore them not very often, but I wore them already. Yeah, it hasn't been cold enough here. And now we will see the project that I love most. The colorway was Kestrel. It's the August project. So I got the blue one, colorway Kestrel. I remember it because this is one of my most favorite projects, and for quite some time I always take it when I go out, when I go to school. This one has been around my neck more than any of the other projects. I just love it, and it was fun to make because first because of the colorway, second, though it is what I would say it's the beginner level, you have different stitches to make every so often. I love this project very much. This also has been blocked. That's why it looks so neat, and I love it. It's so soft, and yeah, I really enjoy having it. So nothing to tell you about the August project because I love it. September, I made this hat, and I told you before I gave it away because it turned out so small. And actually I had this blue colorway, and I still have a lot of yarn left because I didn't read what was written in the pattern, that it would be a circumference of 48 centimeters, which is like 11 centimeters less than I would need for my hat, though I do not wear any hats. So I made this hat, beginner project. It's just knitting and a garter stitch, and then the crown you have to decrease. It was a very fast project, and I gave it away to someone who will have a baby in a few months. And then October, I made this scarf. It was so boring. Maybe I was already bored and I didn't want to make scarves, but I don't think that I like the crochet project. What was the crochet project? There is no crochet project. Ah, yeah. Didn't like this project. Knitted the scarf. It was so boring. I thought it would never end. And when I had finished it, you see, it was in October. I didn't even weave in the ends. And after it was finished, I just put it in some corner in my shelf, and I didn't want to see it again. It is almost only knitting and purling, and from time to time you have a section where you do something else. And then, of course, the border. The border was interesting, though I don't think that this is the favorite border. I wouldn't have thought of making it. I did not block this one, though I can imagine that it will turn out a little bit better when it is blocked, but it was so boring. I just didn't want to put it or to take it into my hands again. October. Didn't like the October project. But in November, this is not what I made. Wait for it, wait for it. This is what I made in this colorway. So I made these fingerless mittens. And what can I tell you? I love them. Didn't weave in the ends, but they are so, and the yarn was so soft. It's I think it's 40% merino, 30% alpaca, and 30% silk or something like. So there's silk, alpaca, and merino in it, and it's so soft. And they are so beautiful. And the thumb, that's just, I don't know. It's great because you do not leave a hole here, but you knit the portion, and I like this very much. So I have to weave in all the ends, but it's not cold enough here to wear them because they are very, very warm. And yeah, here's the second one. And after the very boring project in October, this flew from the needles because I could, how do you say that, make cables and increase and decrease, and it was a fun project. I don't even know if this wasn't my, from technique and from knitting and from fastness, the most fun project that I had. Okay, and now December. Yeah, I made this scarf, or yeah, I think I just didn't do the pom-pom finishing, and I didn't put the triangular finishing on it. I got this colorway, which I like very much because, I mean, I didn't really have issues with the colorways. I like them all. So I never thought, oh, I wish I would have the another colorway. I always like them. And this was boring as well. It was a crochet project, and you repeat the same 2 or 3 rows all the time. 2 rows. I think you repeat 2 rows. And it is long. Had I known that it is so from the width so small, I would have made it broader and not as long. But it was a fun project. I like the yarn. I like my scarves long. Huh? What did I do? I don't know. So 12 projects in 1 year. And I was happy that it was over. Because the problem with Knitcrate was when the parcel came, or the little package came, I left everything else and I started on these projects. And I didn't do anything else until I had finished them, because that were the rules that I had made for myself. So I have at least, I don't know, 5 or 6 projects lying on the shelf over there, which I have to take out and then make the maths and have a look what needles or what crochet hook I used for them and finish those projects. So this year will be the finish all the projects year or something. Though I made a few things already because my brother's birthday was in January and I wanted to give him a pair of socks. And I do not have finished any pairs, but I have finished 2 socks. So I made this sock. The pattern is the Arty Duckling. You can find it on Ravelry. I might put a link in the description below. I used 2 different self-striping or self-patterning yarns, and one colorway was this, and the other way is Regia by Schachenmeier in this colorway. I forgot, it has a number. Well, and I went out of this yarn. So, and now the needle has fallen down because I have the other sock here and I have all the needles with them, and now one of the needles is, well, that's not important. Important is the sock. This sock is far too big for the feet of my brother. He tried it on. He said he would wear it, but they are a little bit too big. I will finish the second one anyway, because I'm already almost finished. So this is what I have from the second sock, and I had to put it away because the main colorway, that's what is left. I still have enough of this yarn. I don't know what this is. I didn't find the ball band. I think it might be Red Heart something, some sock yarn. Don't know. The other one is Regia or by Schachenmeier. So I will finish this, but of course, while I was waiting for the yarn, I started socks in the right size. And what happened here was that I had started a pair of socks for my sister-in-law. So I have my 2.5 millimeter needles in that project, and I don't know where I put it because then the birthday of my brother came along, and I thought, oh, I have more needles, size 2.5 millimeters, and I took 3 millimeter needles, which, if I had known that before, you can't really do with those Zing DPNs because the 2.5 millimeter needles are red, and the 3 millimeters and 3.5 millimeters are green. So there's a system behind that. You can't take the wrong needles, and I don't know where I need to look for the needle later. Because how do I know that? I will tell you in a minute. I will show you the other sock first. So this is the first pair of socks that I'm working on, and I need to finish this because the yarn came today. So I can finish them, but while waiting, I started another pair of socks in the right size. So this is some opal. Wait, I do have it here. I can tell you what sock yarn it is. Of course, it's all sock yarn. I have Opal Classics. So it's opal yarn in the colorway Classics Prairie, color number 9065. Okay, that's the dark blue one, the striping one. And the other yarn is Jawohl by Lang or Lang, and the colorway is has a number as well. Well, it's a pinkish, I think it's 7112. It's a pinkish yarn. It's this one. Like, yeah, a very light pink. So I finished one sock because I ordered on a Friday evening or a Saturday morning, I don't remember, and the yarn only arrived yesterday, so I couldn't finish the other socks. I finished this one, also an Arty Duckling, but this time I was a little bit cleverer. I thought I will make the heel in the second color and only the cuff and the toe in the main color. So I hope that I will have enough, and it looks like I will have enough, because here you see the second sock. I have already done the heel, and I'm here with the foot, not with the foot, with the foot, and this is what I have left, so this will be enough, I guess. Yeah. So my brother, instead of getting one pair of socks, will have two pairs of socks, and then I need to finish the socks for my sister-in-law before I start anything else. I mean, I did do a few of these for my little nephew, who likes to play in his play kitchen, and he needs some, I don't know, granny squares, I guess. Two in this color and two in this color. That's, I don't know if I even spent 30 minutes making them, just granny squares. Didn't weave in the ends because I finished them yesterday in the evening. I will do that before I get those to my brother and his family. Okay, that's it. You see the blanket over there. This has been finished very shortly after I told you about it, as well as the, what was it, Secret Paths shawl that I had begun when I last made a video. This is a very, very large scarf, and it's quite warm. So I can't wear it because it doesn't get cold here. We didn't have a real winter this year, so you know. Whew, so it's really warm. Finished it very fast, had enough yarn. I still have a little bit of the white yarn left, but not much. So this is one of the projects that I showed you almost a year ago, which is finished. Okay. Then I ordered yarn, which I told you already, and it came today. I will only show you the big package. This is the yarn I got from Hobby for my next blanket project. I will talk about that a little bit later when I have started it. Suffice to say that it is all cotton yarn in different colors. I think I have 53 balls of yarn in 18 colors. Yeah, I will tell you as soon as I start the project, and maybe I will make a blanket video where I only talk about the blanket and you will never hear about it in the regular videos. Okay, that's one end. I ordered needles, DPNs, because I didn't have enough 2.5 millimeter needles. So I got the set with all the 20 centimeter long Zing needles, and the red one, those are the 2.5 millimeters. Then you have the 3 millimeters, 3.5, 4, 4.5 and 5 millimeters. And you see the 4 millimeter needles are in blue and the 5 in pink. So there is a concept behind the Zing needles. Now I think I have enough DPNs lying around here to make more socks or hats or whatever I need DPNs for. Because I have tried to work with, what are they called, those needles? Circular needles. And I don't like the magic loop. I prefer working with DPNs. So if you don't like DPNs, use your circulars. I like circulars as well, just not for socks. I don't know. I've tried it with those, what is it, 9-inch something, small needles. Can't stand it. So I got rid of them. Okay, and then I got more yarn. I leave them in there in the bags. This is yarn that I need for some projects for my pupils. I offered them to make some accessories for them, shawl or hats, and some of them have only told me what they would like. I must finish them until June 2021. Yeah, next year in June. Not this year in June, next year in June. That's why I can start slowly. So this will be a one hat project and I think one scarf. Okay, and then I got more sock yarn. I mean, you know how it is. You just need one ball of sock yarn for, I don't know, €6.90, and what you order is yarn for like 88 euros. So I will open it. Attention, please. Most of it is Regia because that's the brand that I like most, and I ordered all the new colors. I forgot this colorway. I need my glasses. That's Farbe. It said, I think it was Rio Rio or something, but here the color is only the number. So I don't know why they do that. Okay, Regia. Rio. I think this colorway is called Rio. That's the what is it in English? The bill. The bill says the colors. If I only knew which one is which. So then I have this sock yarn, which is 6-ply. This is 4-ply, and this is 6-ply. And 6-ply I have in the colorway Phoscolor. Yeah, must be the right one, because the other 6-ply yarn is only gray, dark gray. I thought, yeah, I don't know what I thought. Those are new colorways and I like them. And I have 8-ply, which is a first for me. 8-ply Regia sock wool. 8-ply is color Iceland. I don't know why this is called Iceland. This is the colorway that I need for my socks. Regia 4-ply in the colorway color V. V is peacock. In the peacock colorway. And I have this must be Atlantic Road color. And then I have Midtown color. Well, one of them is Atlantic Road and the other one is Midtown. I think this is Atlantic Road and this is Midtown. Does it state? Oh, it states the numbers as well. So Midtown is 0289. 0289. This is Midtown. I was right. Atlantic Road and Midtown. So enough sock yarn for loads of socks. And I hope that I do not start socks and don't have enough yarn to finish them. I don't know how much I will need for 8-ply, but you get 150 grams of these colors, so I guess it's enough for 2 socks. I will see. This is for myself. And the 6-ply as well. I need warmer socks. Okay. And that's where I finished today, because I think I have talked long enough. And yeah, I hope that I will get around to making videos monthly again. I sure hope so. And until then, bye.